Guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another top 10. Like I said, we're getting near the end of the year, so it's time I went through my top 10s. If I'd had some on my channel already, my top 10 favourite 4K releases, my top 10 music releases of 2025. I've got my horror movies one coming up. I've got my horror releases coming up. So I've got the horror movies and the horror releases. So the horror movies one will be the films that were released this year, and the horror physical releases will be the collector's editions and stuff like that. And I might even do a top 10 favourite Arrow video releases, because there's been a number this year of Arrow. They've done quite a few, but today's a bit different. We're going back to the music, and we're going to my top 10 music box set purchases of 2025. Now, most of these sets weren't out this year. Okay, they weren't released in 2025, these box sets. Some of them were, but quite a few of them weren't. But I purchased them this year, so they're new to me in this year. So that's why I'm going to be doing an overview of 10 top box sets that I bought this year in 2025 that I have fallen in love with. Now, every single one of these box sets are exceptional. They're just fantastic. They're just absolutely mind-blowing. Most of them have had unboxings on my channel. There might be one or two that haven't, I'm not sure, or one or two coming up. But these are the 10 best box sets I've purchased in 2025. And we're starting off at number 10. And this is quite a recent one for me. And it's the Billy Bragg box set called The Roaring 40, celebrating 40 years of his career. Now, this is a 14-disc box set covering his whole career pretty much in one box, including most of his albums and EPs and some live, unreleased live material and some sort of like pill sessions and things like that. It's a wonderful, wonderful set. I'm not going to open them all and go through them, like I said, because they've all got their unboxings already on my channel. But it's a fantastic set. I've only had this about 2 or 3 days, and I'm in love with it already. I do have an older box set of Billy Bragg called Volume 1, which has got all his early albums and a DVD. I was going to move that on, sell it, but it's got a DVD on there, which isn't, there's no DVDs in this or anything or any video. It's just all music, and it's phenomenal. Absolutely cool. It's been put out by Cooking Vinyl, and it's an amazing, amazing box set. Highly recommend it if you're a Billy Bragg fan. If you haven't got anything of Billy Bragg but you're quite interested, I believe he done a 2 CD sort of like retrospective of stuff on this box set you might want to pick up first, and if you love that, then invest in this box set. But that is number 10. Number 9 was a real anticipated release for me that I couldn't wait for to come out this year. It seems quite low down, but it's just because there's so much that's come out this year that I've loved. But this was a new release this year. Although the album is old, you know, the material on it's old, a lot of it's previously unreleased, but this is actually a release from this year. And it's John Lennon and Power to the People with the articular sleeve, which is fantastic. There's Yoko and there's John. Absolutely amazing set, released by Mercury. I think there's 9 CDs and 1 Blu-ray, so it's a 10-disc set, and it weighs an absolute ton. It's got a hardback book about this, and it's a set of concerts that he did called 1 to 1, I believe, and he did like a matinee concert during the day, and then did an evening one, a bit like what T-Rex did with their Born to Boogie, where they did a matinee and an evening show, so it's the same here. But then this also has loads of jams and sessions and unreleased stuff. It has the Power to the People original album first, being remastered. They sort of like done like a best of, and took tracks from the matinee and the evening show, made one album, and then they got the albums individually, and then loads of sessions, and then you've got like a Blu-ray audio of the thing. Shame it's not any video concert on there, but it is an amazing set. Really, really cool. Number 9 is John Lennon's Power to the People. Great box set. Quite expensive though, guys, but it's going to go out of print, I reckon. This one came out, I think, October. I had it on pre-order. I think it just came out not long after my birthday, and I'm really pleased to get it. And it is, so it's a release from this year, and it's Who Are You by The Who, Super Deluxe 8 disc set. So it's got 7 CDs and 1 Blu-ray audio, which contains the original album, the Glyn Jones mix that was canned. It contains 2 sessions from the Shepperton sort of. It's got a session demo and 2 Shepperton rehearsal sort of discs, and it's got 2 American concert discs, and it comes with a hardback booklet. Absolutely fantastic, amazing box set. Really cool, great sound quality, produced really well in this amazing set. And I had it on pre-order, and it came out in October. I can't remember if it was near the beginning or the end, but I'm sure it got an October release. Really cool. I've still got a couple of discs to listen to. I've listened to the 2 album mixes. I've listened to one of the Sheppertons, and I've listened to the sessions. I haven't listened to the live albums yet, so I've still got them to get through. But this is the beauty of box sets. The thing is with them, you've not got to listen to it all in one go. You can take your time. This can last you years. You've not got to think, well, I've not got to listen to all of it in one go. You might think, well, I just want to listen to the main album this year, so I listen to that, and in the new year I'll listen to one of the other albums, maybe the live concerts or the new Glenn or the Glenn John mix or whatever. You take your time with it, because it just, otherwise, if you listen to it all in one go, you're more likely to stack it in your shelf to never get out again. So it encourages you, I think, to play it more often and get it out and enjoy it more when you do that. And then you can get out the book and sit there listening to the album with the book on your lap, going through all the pages and reading the information about it. That's what I do, and I enjoy it a lot more. Anyway, that is number 8, Who Are You by The Who. Right, number 7. I've put it in here because there's only one part that's kind of really new, but it's got 3 other albums in it, and it's the Anthology by the Beatles, which is an incredible set. Includes Anthology 1, 2, 3, and the new release of this year, number 4. And they've all been remastered to an extremely high standard. And people are umming and ahhing and moaning about it. Oh, well, it's not worth me buying it. Because they did release number 4 on its own, so you could just buy that if you wanted to. But I just think this is a great way to get them all remastered. I mean, they've been remastered by Giles Martin, who's done the Beatles albums absolute justice with his remastering. They're fantastic, and they all sound amazing on this set. So you've got about 9 discs in here of fantastic Beatles music. So it's incredible. It's an amazing box set. I absolutely love it. Still not listened to it all. I've listened to number 1, Anthology 1, disc 1. I've listened to both discs of 3, and I've listened to 1 disc of number 4. But like I said, I want to take my time. I want to indulge into it. I want to enjoy it. And when I feel a bit of Beatles coming on, I'm thinking, instead of listening to a classic album, which I do frequently, I don't think there's a month goes by where I don't listen to at least 2 Beatles albums in a month, which is, it doesn't sound a lot, but when you're doing it every month, pretty much every year, it can be. And there's not probably a month goes by where I don't listen to at least a minimum of 2 of their albums. This last few weeks I've been listening to Revolver quite a lot. I've been enjoying that. But yeah, it's good to sort of like dive in, and so if you don't want to listen to a classic album, you want to listen to some sort of takes and rehearsals and them messing about in the studio. Anthology is it, and it's a great starting place if you don't have any Beatles albums. You get a good insight to the band. They on Disney Channel they've been re-releasing, remastered the anthology of because it came out as a DVD as well. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, next year we might get the Blu-ray release of Anthology, which would be cool. But that is number 7. Number 6 is a fantastic box set, which I was so pleased to pick up. Dead chuffed to get this. It's really, really cool. And it's the Faces at the BBC. Really cool set. 8 CDs and 1 Blu-ray of all the sort of Faces sessions in the on the BBC radio and TV. Also got a couple of live concerts on here. It's got a lot of interaction and John Peel sort of narration between tracks on his sessions. It's really, really cool. It's an amazing set. It's set out like a book, so you've got all your discs and your Blu-ray on each side, with like a huge book inside this sort of like envelope here. So you've got a book in there. It's an absolutely wonderful set, and I got this for a bargain price, guys. I got this brand new on eBay for £45. It's just incredible, isn't it? And now I think it goes for quite a bit of money. It's been made by Rhino, which is really cool release for them because they're a bit hit and miss, Rhino. But yeah, this is really, really cool. I love this album. Again, I've listened to 1, 2, 3 discs and I've watched the Blu-ray. So the Blu-ray has some audio on there, but it also has a live concert on there from the BBC. So I watched that. So I've still got a mighty bit to get through on this box set, but I want to take my time to enjoy it, to indulge. So number 6 is the Faces at the BBC. So 1, 2, 3 of those in that 5 were released this year. In this one, I think there's 3 in here that got released this year, so I'm not doing too bad really. Number 5 is Thin Lizzy, 74-75, covering their period of their career when they did the albums Fighting and Nightlife. So this box set covers those 2 albums. It's a follow-up to their other 2 box sets that they released. They released one called 76, which covered the 2 albums Jailbait and Johnny the Fox, which unfortunately I didn't get. And now it goes for silly money, so I won't be getting it. And the one before that was Live and Dangerous, which again I didn't get. So I won't be getting that because that goes for nearly £300. So I bought this about 70 odd pounds. Released again on Mercury. Really cool release. It's standard. It's just like the other 2 box sets that they released. It comes with a hardback book and the discs. This is a 6 disc set, I believe. Or is it 7? Yeah, it's 7 discs in here, guys. 7 CDs in there. So that's really, really cool. And like I said, it comes with a hardback book. The CDs are set out in a kind of like, a bit like the Godzilla box set that I've got. They're all set out in their individual little slots in here, which is okay, but you just got to be very careful. I do prefer them like that though, where you take them from the top. Some of them you have them from the side, and that's when you can maybe rip some of your covers. But it's a really nice set. It contains the 2 original albums, and it contains 2025 remix of Nightlife and about 4 tracks from the Fighting, because they can't find the rest of the original tapes of Fighting. It contains a live concert at Derby, which has already been released. It contains a few sessions and some BBC sessions. and it's got like outtakes from fighting and outtakes from nightlife. So there's quite a lot of material on there, quite repetitive in a lot of things. The negative about this box set is that on the first two discs, like this one is Nightlife. You have Nightlife, the original album, and straight after it, you have the 2025 mix, which is a bit much on one disc. If I've just listened to that entire album, I'm not going to go through it again. They would have been best putting the 2025 mix on its own and add the four fighting 2025 mixes to that disc, and then putting another disc with the two albums, original albums, together on that. That would have been a lot better. But they didn't. They did it like this. But it's still cool, and it's a really great box set. Number 5 of my favourite box set purchases of 2025 is Thin Lizzy 74 to 75. So down to the top 4, guys. And they're in it again. It's the sort of third time they've been in my top 10, and it's Abbey Road by the Beatles. Yeah, this has been out a number of years now, but I actually purchased it this year. It's one of my favourite Beatles albums of all time. It is, in fact, my favourite Beatles album. I just love the album. It's a very mature, classic rock sounding album, which is amazing. The Beatles, it's been a strange sort of love. I never really got into them when I was sort of like in my teens and maybe 20s. It wasn't until I got a bit older, and when your music taste sort of matures, you venture into different areas. And every time I heard a Beatles song as I got older, I just thought, that's just incredible. That's just amazing orchestration and amazing lyrics and amazing putting. And I just think, wow, I've really got to investigate the Beatles, and I did. And I bought a couple of albums. I fell in love with them, so I ended up buying the entire back catalogue on CD. Which is incredible and amazing. Then I went through some of the solo material, and this year, last couple of years, I've been investing in some of the box sets. So this one I got this year, Abbey Road, which I absolutely adore. This is 4 CDs in this one. No, 3 CDs and a Blu-ray audio in a Dolby Atmos mix. So you have the original album being remixed by Giles Martin. This came out in 2019, I believe. Then it has 2 discs of sessions, and another thing you've got to be wary of these Beatles box sets is a lot of the session tracks. That some of the session tracks on all these albums are going to be in this, okay? Because this is sessions as well. So some of them are in there, not all of them, but some. So it comes with all those sort of session mixes on 2 discs, which is fantastic, and the Blu-ray mix of the album, and also the original album remix for 2019 by Giles Martin. And it sounds, I've never heard the Beatles sound so good, and they're having this. It's fantastic. If you haven't got any Beatles, this is where I suggest you to start. I do believe they released this as a 2 CD set as well. You can pick up, you don't want to spend out on the box set, which will have the 2019 remix and probably a compilation of sessions from the other 2 discs. So if that's the way you want to go, do it. You will not be disappointed. It's amazing. And I was lucky this year to have done my bucket list and gone to that Abbey Road zebra crossing, and I've managed to go across it. You may remember I did a video about going there, and there's some pictures of me in that video walking across that exactly same place that they went. Incredible. So lucky. So that is number 4. Number 3, although it's not the greatest box set that came out this year, it means a lot to me because it's one of my favourite artists, and it's Too Nutty to Be Naughty by Ian Dury. And it's so high because although this is minimal when it comes to special features or extra tracks, or the booklet is quite minimum as well, although it's sort of lacking in that, every album in here is fantastic. I don't know Ian Dury to have done a bad album. I love every single album of this, but that's just me being biased maybe because I'm a huge fan. This lacks on any sort of like unreleased material. It lacks but it does say studio albums. But it's shame because there's 2 or 3 good live albums which would have been absolutely killer on here, and maybe they could have put in here a DVD of, because there's been a few DVD documentaries of Ian Dury on TV and stuff like South Bank Show and other ones. There's one when he went back to his roots in Essex when he went to visit some of the places he used to go, because I watched it on YouTube, and it is on YouTube if you want to check it out. But it would have been nice to put it in there. So it had to be Blu-ray. DVD would have been nice, but there you go. But it's still really high in my set. It's number 3 of my favourite box sets I bought this year. Number 2, this was, I think, about my second favourite in my top 10 music releases of 2025, and it is The Making of Five Leaves Left by Nick Drake, one of the greatest British artists ever, in my honest opinion. Sadly, he died very young of a painkiller overdose when he was young. He was the early 20s guy, so he only released 3 albums, and every one of them is perfect. And this is his debut album, which is fantastic. So here it is in its entirety, and it also comes with 3 other discs of sessions and unreleased takes from the Five Leaves Left album, giving you a view of the album, of it, how it was built up and how it was made. And there's even a couple of tracks that were on other albums in that session, so he was already planning songs that didn't make this album that went on to other albums. It's really, really cool. It's such an amazing box set. I love the design of this set. It's really, really cool, and all of them come in like this LP size format with the original cover there, and inside is an LP sort of like inner sleeve with the CD put in it, and it's got like an amazing booklet with it as well, and it's such a great set. I just fell in love with this box set. It's probably one of the box sets I play the most. The box set I play the most this year is a cross between Ian Dury and the one coming up. But yeah, it's really, really cool. So my second favourite box set I bought this year was Making of Five Leaves Left by Nick Drake. So we're down to the big one. And it is a big one. And you all know what it's going to be. It's my holy grail. It's the Bonzo Dog Doodah Band, Still Barking. Yes, it came out last year, but I purchased it this year. So to me, it's a 2025 box set. Man, this is a masterpiece. It's just wonderful. I've still not listened to it all. Guys, there's 20 discs in here. 20. You have, I think, 17 CDs, or is it 18 CDs and 2 DVDs. DVDs include some live stuff, and it also includes some of the performances from Do Not Adjust Your Television. But the CDs in here are phenomenal. It's got all the studio albums. It's got them remastered to an absolute killer. Never sounded so good. It's got an album there called The Singles, which has pretty much got like a lot of the tracks that were released as singles, but non-album tracks, and they all sound phenomenal. It's got some sessions and outtakes. It's got some BBC 3-disc BBC set in there, BBC sessions. It's also got a couple of live discs. It's got like a backing music one for the TV show Do Not Adjust Your Set, and it's got other rarities in there. And it also has a set of art cards. It has a ginormous thick hardback book. It has a ginormous poster about the size of this room nearly, and it also has a set of photographs of all the band members, in which I believe 5 of them are actually physically signed by the band members that are still alive with us. This was put together by Madfish, who are an incredible label. They do some amazing box sets. They have another one out by Laura Knight, which I really want, but their box sets are so expensive. I would love anything to get hold of that set, but I just can't afford it. And I think they're doing one next year, the Alex Harvey band, which I really want as well. But again, it's over 200 quid. I just don't have that sort of money. I had to sort of like sell my house to get this, really. No, I didn't. I did have to sell a few bits on eBay to be able to get the funds together for this, because this was about £260. It's not a cheap set, but when you see it, guys, the size of it, it weighs a ton. Absolutely incredible box set, and I love it so much. It's just the greatest box set I own. It's just amazing. Thank you, Mad Fish, for bringing this out. Thank you so much. But please, please make your box sets affordable. Or here's an idea, because some of the box sets are so expensive. Why not do it on a bi-monthly pre-order basis? So like, say if the album's coming out in 6 months time and it's £250, you could get people to pre-order it 6 months in advance and pay £50 a month up to the release, and then it's all paid for, and wham bam, you've got your money and they've got their box set. I'm just saying, Madfish, it might be an idea to set up a scheme like that, when you've got box sets that are this amazing, and a lot of them are out of people's range of prices. But if you do it like that, maybe it will make it more accessible for people like me who are on their own, don't have loads of income, just my own wages, can't afford massive things like this. Like I said, the Alex Harvey one, I would do anything to get. And I mean, I'm sure it's them that, I'm sure they're the ones that released the Rory Gallagher one at BBC. I'm not sure, it might not be, but that's also very expensive. But also the Laura Knight ones, she's an incredible singer. I would like to get that as well, but I can't afford them. But this, I've got this, and it's my #1 box set that I bought this year. Thank you, guys. I know it's been a long video, but I've got a lot of stuff to talk about, and these are my passions. So I want to show you it and tell you what I thought was an incredible box set and what might be worth you picking up this year. Guys, if you get a chance, please go and check out an incredible channel called Now Spinning Magazine. It's run by Phil and Sue Aston. It's a fantastic channel. They review box sets, albums. They do loads of sort of like interviews and podcasts with various artists, mostly sort of like classic and British rock and heavy rock. But they do so much good work over there. It's an amazing channel. Please get yourself over to that channel and subscribe to it. And if you enjoy it, please consider being a member of their channel and help them out, because they're fantastic. Cheers, guys.